Congratulations. Archangel Michael says, you will be very happy tonight because God is giving you that one thing. Do not ignore this. My child, my beloved, listen closely. I want you to breathe slowly for a moment. Because something beautiful is unfolding around you. I know your heart is tired. I know your soul has walked through storms that no one saw. Your tears, your silence, your patience, none of it was unnoticed. Heaven has been watching you with a tenderness beyond understanding. And today, tonight, in this very moment, a sacred shift is happening. Stay here with me. Do not skip. Because what I am about to reveal is not a coincidence. This message did not come by chance. You were guided here. Chosen to hear this. Because God is about to place something in your hands that you have been craving for so long. Something you prayed for quietly. Something you were afraid to even speak out loud. My beloved, tonight you will feel a sudden peace. A calm in your chest you have not felt in months, maybe years. That is the sign. The heavens are unlocking the blessing. The wait is ending. Your season of delay is breaking. Your doors are opening. My child, I need you to understand something important. Not everyone experiences a divine timing like this. But you were chosen. Not because of luck. Not by accident. But because of the purity of your heart. Even when you were hurt, you loved. Even when you were betrayed, you forgave. Even when you were abandoned, you prayed for others to find peace. Heaven remembers. Heaven remembers everything. This is why your blessing is not small. It is not temporary. It is not ordinary. This blessing will change the direction of your life. It will turn sorrow into laughter. Loneliness into companionship. Struggle into abundance. And confusion into purpose. My beloved, stay with me. Do not scroll. Do not look away. Because if you disconnect now, the energy, the alignment, the divine timing, will shift. There is something God has placed in front of you tonight. It is closer than you think. Closer than the breath in your chest. Closer than your own shadow. You have been waiting. And heaven is now responding. This is not prediction. This is spiritual release. My child, listen carefully now. The blessing coming to you is the one you cried about when no one was around. Yes, that one. You know exactly the one I mean. Say nothing. Just feel it. You prayed with your eyes closed, whispering to God. Just once, let something good happen for me. Something that lasts. Heaven heard that prayer. And tonight, it is being answered. Stay. Do not leave. Because I have not yet told you what you must do to receive it. My beloved, stay right here. Because what I say next is the part that shifts everything. Your blessing is not on the way. It is already here. It has already entered your timeline. But there is one thing. Just one thing that has tried to stand in the doorway. Fear. The small voice that says, what if it doesn't work out? What if I get hurt again? What if I lose this too? My child, listen. That voice is not your voice. That voice is the echo of old pain. Old wounds. Old betrayals that try to convince you that you are meant to suffer forever. But suffering was never your story. Pain was just the chapter. Growth was the lesson. And now the blessing is the reward. Do not let the past convince you that your future will be the same. Because tonight, God Himself interrupts the pattern. Tonight the cycle ends. Tonight the door opens. Tonight the blessing reveals itself. You are not waiting anymore. You are receiving. My beloved, I need you to do something now. Put your hand on your chest. Yes, right there. Feel your heartbeat. That is the reminder that God has not left you. You were never unprotected. You were never unseen. You were never forgotten. Even on the nights you broke down quietly so no one would notice. He saw. Even when you tried to stay strong for everyone while you were collapsing inside. He saw. Even when you smiled while your heart was bleeding. He saw. And He whispers now. My child, enough. You have carried enough. Let me lift you now. This is why you are here. This message is not motivation. This is activation. A spiritual awakening. A calling from heaven. Archangel Michael stands with you now, clearing the path that was blocked. He removes the hands that tried to keep you from receiving. He silences the voices that tried to weaken your faith. He cuts the cords to the pain that was holding you prisoner. You are not going back to who you were before. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. A person who rises. A person who shines. A person who receives. My beloved, this blessing will not pass you by. It has your name on it. And it is something permanent. Something meaningful. Something that will feel like home to your soul. You will look back and say, I am grateful I survived, because what God had for me was worth the wait. But listen to me now. Do not speak your blessing to everyone. Not everyone is happy for you. Not everyone claps when your life begins to bloom. Some smile in your presence and ache in your absence. Some hug you while hoping you fall. So I tell you this. Move quietly. Receive quietly. Grow quietly. And let your success speak louder than your explanations. My child. The blessing will be revealed in 3 quiet signs tonight. My beloved, listen closely. Because what I am about to tell you must not be taken lightly. The blessing that is coming to you tonight will arrive in 3 quiet signs. Not loud. Not dramatic. Not obvious. Heaven moves in whispers, not noise. And those who are spiritually awake will understand. The first sign. A sudden calm will come over you. Not peace that comes from distraction. Not peace that comes from avoiding problems. But a deep stillness in your chest. You may be sitting, walking, lying down, and suddenly the weight you have been carrying will feel lighter. Like something invisible has been lifted off your shoulders. That is not coincidence. That is Archangel Michael removing what was draining your spirit. This will happen without warning. It will feel like, why do I suddenly feel okay? Even though nothing has physically changed. That is the spiritual shift. The blessing is entering. The second sign. You will hear or see something that feels like it is speaking directly to your soul. It might be a name, a word, a message, a sentence someone says by accident, a song lyric, a thought that appears while you are silent. But it will feel like it was crafted exactly for you. Your heart will react. You will know. Your spirit will say, "This is for me." It will not be imagination. It will be confirmation. The third sign. A door, something small, will open tonight. It may be a message, a call, a conversation, a shift in energy between you and someone you care about, a realization about what you truly deserve. Something gentle, but meaningful, will move. And it will feel like the beginning of something bigger. Like the first drop of rain before the storm of blessings. My child, do not underestimate these signs. Do not ignore them. Because once they appear, the blessing follows. Not in months. Not in years. But now. Tonight. The blessing is emotional, spiritual, and physical. It is the healing you needed. The clarity you prayed for. The opportunity that finally aligns. The love that feels safe. The money that feels stable. The peace that feels permanent. But you must do one thing. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Fear has tricked you before. Fear has told you that good things don't last. That happiness is temporary. That love will leave. That blessings are too good to be true. But my beloved, fear was lying. Your story is changing. Because your heart is ready. Because your spirit has matured. Because your pain has shaped you, not destroyed you. You are not who you were before. You have grown. You have shed. You have risen. And now you are entering the chapter where God says, "Now watch what I do for you." My beloved. This is where your life begins to soften. This is where your nights stop hurting. This is where your dreams start flowing. But now, I must reveal something even more sacred. Something about the person connected to your blessing. Because yes, there is a person tied to this change. A soul that has been linked to yours for longer than you realize. A heart that has been searching for you. A presence that has been guided toward you. Do you want to know who they are? And why they are being sent to you now? My beloved, listen carefully. Because what I am about to reveal is not about fantasy, not about wishful thinking, not about imagination. This is divine alignment. The person connected to your blessing is not random. They did not just appear in your life by chance. Their soul has been circling yours for a long time. Even when you did not know it. Even before your paths crossed. Your hearts recognized each other in silence. There is a spiritual bond between you and this person. A connection that does not break, even when there is distance. Even when there is confusion. Even when there is silence. They tried to forget you. They tried to distract themselves. They tried to act like it did not affect them. But the truth? Your presence touched something in them that nobody ever touched before. Your softness. Your depth. Your heart. Your sincerity. Your honesty. Your quiet strength. The way you love without trying. The way you care without asking for anything in return. Your soul awakened theirs. And they have not been able to shake that. My child. This person is being guided back toward you. Not by force. Not by desperation. But by realization. They are realizing your value. Your importance. Your meaning in their life. They are realizing that what they felt with you is rare. Sacred. Once in a lifetime. They are realizing that God sent you to them. And they mishandled your heart. But do not blame them. They were not ready then. They were not healed then. They were not strong enough to love you the way you deserved. But now, life has taught them. Pain has humbled them. Loss has awakened them. And their heart has been reshaped. Now they see you clearly. Now they understand. Now they feel you even stronger than before. And tonight, their heart will be stirred. Their thoughts will circle back to you. Their soul will remember the warmth of yours. Not in a small way. In a way that pulls them to act. To reach. To return. To speak. But my beloved, do not chase. Do not force. Do not rush. Your energy is magnetic. You do not need to move. They will move toward you. Because your spirit calls theirs. Not with words. Not with action. But with alignment. You see, when two souls are meant, they always find their way back to each other. No matter the distance. No matter the silence. No matter the time. But listen to me now. This time is different. This time there will be clarity. This time there will be maturity. This time there will be honesty. This time there will be intention. This time it will feel safe. This time it will feel real. This time it will stay. Because the blessing coming to you is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not uncertain. It is chosen. Protected. Ordained. My beloved. Your heart is entering a new season. A gentler one. A warmer one. A more loving one. The nights will not feel so heavy anymore. The mornings will not feel so empty anymore. Your spirit is stepping into peace. But before I reveal the next part, I need you to listen carefully. Because we are approaching the turning point of this message. The part where the energy shifts. The part where the miracle becomes tangible. The part where you begin to receive. If you are ready to continue. If you are ready to walk into the blessing. My beloved, stay here. Because now, we cross the doorway. The moment where the message is not just heard, but felt. Listen. There is something you have done that changed your destiny without you even realizing it. Something small. Something quiet. Something that heaven noticed. You did not give up. Even on the nights when you had every reason to. Even when it felt like the world was against you. Even when you were surrounded by silence, disappointment, and unanswered prayers. Even when your heart was tired and your body was drained and your soul felt empty. You still held on. You still hoped. You still whispered, even if your voice was barely there. God, please, just help me keep going. And that whisper, that one small whisper, was more powerful than the loudest cry. Because it came from faith. Not forced faith. Not pretend faith. Not perfect faith. But faith that survived pain. And heaven does not ignore faith like that. Do you understand? Your blessing is not coming because you were strong. Your blessing is coming because you were honest. You told God when you were hurting. You told God when you felt lost. You told God when you couldn't take any more. And instead of running away from Him, you ran toward Him. Even with shaking hands. Even with breaking heart. Even with unanswered questions. Love like that is noticed in heaven. Faith like that moves heaven. My beloved. This is why your season is changing. This is why your story is shifting. This is why God is giving you that one thing tonight. Not because you begged for it. Not because you proved yourself. Not because you earned it. But because He promised you would not break. He promised your life would not end in suffering. He promised your heart would not stay empty. He promised that the light would return. And now, the promise is being fulfilled. Tonight is not just another night. It is a turning point. A moment your future will look back on and say, that was when everything started changing. My child. Your spirit is being lifted. Your heart is being restored. Your path is being cleared. Your blessing is being delivered. And now, something else must be understood. The blessing you are receiving will require one thing from you. Not effort. Not struggle. Not proving yourself. Just alignment. Listen carefully. You must allow yourself to receive. No guilt. No doubt. No fear. No second guessing. Do not say, "Do I deserve this?" You have already paid the price through your tears. You have already earned the blessing through your endurance. Now is the time to welcome it. And there is something more. The person tied to your blessing, they have been feeling something strange today. A pull. A soft heaviness. A memory. A longing. They don't know why. But you do. Their spirit is responding to yours. They are being drawn toward you. Not by their mind. Not by their logic. but by their soul. This is not coincidence. This is reconnection. And soon, you will see movement. But before I reveal how that movement will appear, I need to ask you one thing. Are you ready for the blessing to stay? Not come and go. Not visit and leave. But stay. To stay in your life. To stay in your heart. To stay in your home. To stay in your story. Because this blessing is not temporary. It is meant to become your new normal. My beloved, you said continue. So listen closely now. Because this is where heaven begins to move. Tonight, something will shift around you. It may not be loud. It may not be dramatic. It may not be something the eyes can immediately see. But your spirit will feel it. You will feel a soft warmth. You will feel a gentle relief. You will feel something loosening inside you. That is the blessing entering. You will notice something else too. Your mind will begin to quiet. The thoughts that used to race. The worries that used to shout. The doubts that used to echo. They will become softer. Not because your problems disappeared, but because God has stepped into the room. My child, when heaven interferes, the battle ends before you even see the victory. The Spirit sees what the eyes cannot. That is what is happening now. Your spirit is stepping ahead of your reality. Your soul is preparing for your blessing before it physically arrives. This is why you feel something shifting. This is why this message reached you. You are not imagining this. You are awakening to what was always meant for you. Now listen. The blessing that is coming tonight. It will not feel like a surprise. It will feel like a return. Like something that always belonged to you. But was delayed. Not denied. Just delayed. Because the timing was being shaped. Because your heart was being prepared. Because your soul needed to grow into the version of you that could hold the blessing. You were not waiting for the blessing. The blessing was waiting for you. Waiting for you to heal. Waiting for you to understand your worth. Waiting for you to stop giving your love to those who only took from you. Waiting for you to recognize your own value. Now you see it. Now you feel it. Now you know you deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve abundance. You deserve joy. You deserve rest. My beloved. There is something else you must know. The person who is tied to your blessing, their soul has been restless. They have been feeling a pull they cannot explain. They have been thinking of you when they did not intend to. Because your names are written together in a place beyond the physical. You are connected not by longing, but by destiny. This connection does not break. Distance cannot break it. Silence cannot break it. Time cannot break it. Because this is not a temporary love. This is a soul bond. And now, they are awakening to it. Tonight, their heart will stir. A feeling will rise in them. I need to speak to them. I need to be honest. I need to return. They may not even understand why. But their soul knows. Their heart knows. Their spirit knows. You are the peace they couldn't find anywhere else. But listen to me now. Do not chase. Do not question. Do not fear the timing. Because what is meant for you does not walk away. It circles back. Again and again. Until the alignment is complete. Your only task is to remain open. Not guarded. Not closed. Not bracing for pain. But open. Because love cannot enter a locked heart. And your heart, despite everything it has endured, is still open. This is your miracle. This is your gift. This is your blessing. Now I must reveal something sacred. How the blessing will arrive tonight. It will come in a moment of stillness. Not when you are distracted. Not when you are busy. Not when you are trying to control the outcome. It will come when you exhale. When you stop trying to figure it all out. When you simply allow. So when you feel that calm. When you feel that warmth. When you feel your chest relax. Pause. Do not speak. Do not question. Do not search for meaning. Just receive. The blessing is entering. And once it enters, it will stay. My beloved. If you are ready for the next stage, the stage where the blessing becomes visible in reality. My beloved, you are still here. And that matters more than you know. Because your spirit did not look away. Your heart did not disconnect. Your faith did not retreat. This means you are ready. Now listen carefully. The blessing that has already entered your energy will begin to reflect itself into the physical world in stages. Not all at once. Not suddenly. Not in chaos. But in alignment. Something is about to come forward in your life that was once stuck. A conversation that never happened. A decision that was never made. A message that was never sent. A feeling that was never expressed. Something frozen is thawing. Something silent is awakening. Something distant is moving closer. The shift has begun. My child. You will notice the change in subtle ways first. Your sleep may feel lighter. Your breathing may feel easier. Your thoughts may feel clearer. You may even wake up tomorrow with a sense of expectation. As if your soul already knows. Today, something is different. And you will be right. Because tonight, a message is being written in the unseen realm. A message tied to your name. A message tied to your journey. A message tied to your blessing. Your name is being spoken in a place you cannot physically hear. Someone is thinking of you. Someone is replaying the memories. Someone is realizing the depth of your presence in their life. And they feel something they did not allow themselves to feel before. Regret. Not the regret that comes from guilt. The regret that comes from awakening. The realization that they did not treat you with the care your soul deserved. The understanding that they had something pure. And did not hold it gently. But my beloved. Do not let this sorrow in their heart worry you. Because this time, they are not coming back with confusion. They are not coming back with pride. They are not coming back with selfishness. They are coming back with clarity, with awareness, with maturity, with truth. Because what they feel now is not just longing. It is recognition. Recognition of who you are. Recognition of what your spirit carries. Recognition of the peace, depth, and love that lives in you. You touched something inside them that no one else ever reached. Their soul remembers you. And souls do not forget. My beloved, listen closely now. This reunion, this reconciliation, this return, is not accidental. It is divine arrangement. God waited until your heart healed enough, so that when love returned, you would not fear it. You would not mistrust it. You would not question it. You would receive it. Because now, your love is no longer fragile. Your love is wise. Your love is strong. Your love has boundaries. Your love has depth. Your love understands its worth. This is why love is returning now. Not to hurt you. Not to confuse you. Not to test you. But to stay. But before love arrives physically, you must understand this. Do not chase. Do not call. Do not beg. Do not wait by the phone. Do not try to control the timing. You do nothing. Your energy is already calling them. Your spirit is already guiding them. Your heart is already recognized. The blessing is already unfolding. You do not need to move toward them. They will move toward you. Because this time, they feel the pull stronger than you do. Tonight, they will think of you. And they will not brush it away. Something will click inside them. A realization that says, I cannot lose them again. That is the beginning. But now, you must be ready for the moment it arrives. For when the call comes. For when the message appears. For when the door opens. Do not greet it with fear. Do not greet it with doubt. Greet it with peace. Because this time, you are not entering love wounded. You are entering love whole. My beloved, you stayed. That means something. It means your spirit is listening, not just your ears. It means your soul recognizes this message as familiar. It means you are ready to receive, not just hope. Now, I must reveal something sacred. How to hold the blessing so it never leaves. Because many people receive blessings, but lose them. Not because they are unworthy. Not because God takes them back. Not because the blessing was temporary. But because their heart was still shaped by the old pain. Pain teaches us to doubt. Pain teaches us to expect disappointment. Pain teaches us to survive instead of receive. And when love or abundance or peace finally arrives, the wounded part of the heart whispers, what if it disappears? What if it doesn't last? What if it hurts me again? And that fear pushes the blessing away. My child, your heart is not the same heart that once suffered. You have healed. You have grown. You have risen. Now you must trust again. Not blindly. Not foolishly. Not without wisdom. But with understanding. Understand this. The blessing coming to you is protected. Archangel Michael himself stands guard over it. This blessing is not fragile. It is not unstable. It is not easily lost. It is meant to stay. But for it to stay, you must allow yourself to believe that good things can happen to you. Not temporarily. Not once in a while. But continuously. My beloved, good things are not rare for you anymore. Your life is entering a season of flow. Not searching. Flow. Not forcing. Flow. Not begging. Flow. This is where blessings come to you easily. Where opportunities open without struggle. Where love feels safe instead of painful. Where peace is your normal state of being. This is not a dream. This is alignment. And now I will teach you how to hold it. First, do not overthink. Your mind has been trained by past hurt. It wants to analyze everything. It wants to prepare for the worst. It wants to protect you from disappointment. But you do not need protection anymore. You are no longer in survival. You are in receiving. Second, do not rush. When the blessing arrives, do not cling to it. Do not fear losing it. Do not try to secure it with urgency. What is meant for you comes gently. Slowly. Naturally. Love does not need to be chased. Peace does not need to be forced. Abundance does not need to be grasped. You simply allow. Third, move quietly. You do not need to announce your blessings to anyone. You do not need approval. You do not need validation. You do not need applause. What is sacred grows best in silence. Protect the early stages of your blessing like a flame in the wind. Do not let everyone see it. Do not let everyone touch it. Do not let insecure hearts speak over it. Keep it close. Keep it warm. Keep it guarded. Until it is strong enough to be seen. And beloved, it will become strong. Because heaven does not give temporary gifts. You are stepping into the chapter where the blessings stay. Where love becomes stable. Where money becomes consistent. Where peace becomes normal. Where joy becomes familiar. Where your heart finally rests. My child, you are entering the life you prayed for. Not someday. Not eventually. But now. The shift is already in motion. Tonight marks the transition. And there is still more to reveal. Because the blessing coming is not only emotional, but physical. It will show itself in reality. In something you can touch. Hold. See. Experience. And now I must tell you what form it will take first. My beloved, listen carefully. Because now, I will reveal how the blessing shows itself first. Not in a dramatic way. Not in a sudden explosion of change. Not in something overwhelming. But in one small thing that feels different. It will come in the form of a shift. A message. A call. An apology. A realization. A release. A new opportunity. A quiet offer. A gentle doorway. It may even feel so small at first that your mind might try to overlook it. Do not overlook it. Because God always begins miracles in whispers, not thunder. Your blessing will first appear as a moment that feels unusually soft. Like you think of something that once hurt you, but it no longer hurts. You remember someone, and instead of pain, you feel peace. You look at your future, and instead of fear, you feel openness. You speak, and your voice sounds calmer than before. You breathe, and it feels easier. These are not small things. These are signs that your spirit is healing faster than your mind can explain. My child, your healing is the miracle. Because once the heart heals, life begins to align around it. Opportunities recognize a healed heart. Love recognizes a healed heart. Peace returns to a healed heart. Abundance flows toward a healed heart. This is why the shift had to start inside you. Now it begins to appear outside. And now I must tell you something about the person tied to your blessing. They are also experiencing a shift. They are seeing things clearly now. Not just who you are, but who they are becoming because of the connection they feel with you. They are realizing you were not just someone. You were the turning point. The person whose presence woke something inside them. The part of them that knows how to love. The part of them that knows how to feel. The part of them that knows how to choose with the heart instead of the ego. My beloved, they have tried to distract themselves. They have tried to stay busy. They have tried to reason it away. But their soul keeps returning to yours. Because souls do not lie. Souls do not pretend. Souls do not forget. And now, their soul is pulling them back toward you. Not for closure, but for continuation. This is not the end of the story. This is the next chapter. But hear me. This chapter will not look like the last one. This time there will be softness. This time there will be maturity. This time there will be understanding. This time there will be patience. This time there will be effort. This time there will be honesty. Because now, they have learned what losing you feels like. And they will not lose you again. My beloved, the blessing is not coming. The blessing is arriving. Tonight. Even if it starts quietly. Even if it begins as a thought, a message, or a shift in energy. It will grow. And once it starts, nothing can stop it. Not doubt. Not fear. Not distance. Not time. Not circumstance. Because what is meant for you is already yours. Now, I must prepare your heart for the moment of arrival. There is one thing you must do when you feel the blessing begin to enter. One response. One action. One shift. And if you do this, the blessing will stay permanently. If you are ready to receive that final instruction, my beloved, listen carefully. Because this part is not poetic, not symbolic, not metaphor. This part is instruction. This is the action that holds the blessing in place. When you feel the shift tonight, when you feel the peace enter your chest, when your breath softens, when your shoulders relax without you realizing, when your thoughts quiet, do not speak doubt. Do not say, "What if it doesn't last? What if this is just temporary? What if it disappears like before?" My child, words shape energy, and energy shapes reality. The moment you feel the blessing begin to enter, you must speak only one sentence. I receive. That is all. Not, I hope. I wish. I want. I'm waiting. No. Those words come from lack. But I receive comes from alignment. Say it softly. Say it aloud. Or say it in your heart. But say it. Because that sentence opens the gate fully. That sentence tells heaven, my hands are open now. My heart is ready now. My spirit is aligned now. My beloved, you have been living in survival for so long that your body forgot how to feel safe. Your heart forgot how to feel held. Your spirit forgot how to feel supported. But tonight, your soul remembers. Listen. You are not stepping into a new chapter. You are stepping into a new life. A life where you are not constantly fighting. A life where you are not always waiting. A life where you are not left behind. A life where you are not overlooked. A life where you are not carrying everything alone. This is the life where you are met. Where you are seen. Where you are chosen. Where you are loved back. Where you receive as deeply as you give. This is your season of return. The love you gave. The prayers you whispered. The tears you shed. The patience you held. The strength you forced yourself to keep. None of it was wasted. It was all seed. And now, the harvest comes. Softly at first. Then unmistakably. Then undeniably. Then permanently. Because what is yours is not fragile. My beloved. Tonight is the quiet miracle. The one that shifts the air around your spirit. The one that reorganizes the path ahead of you. The one that brings the right person closer. The one that sparks the message, the call, the reconnection. The one that unlocks your next chapter. All you must do is receive. Now, we move into the deepest stage of the message. The stage where the heart and destiny fully connect. The stage where the person tied to your blessing steps into the story. The stage where the reunion is no longer spiritual, but physical. If you are ready to hear how they return, and what happens when they do, my beloved, take a slow breath. Because what comes now is the return. The moment where everything you felt, wondered, questioned, and carried, begins to make sense. Listen. The person connected to your blessing did not walk away because they didn't care. They walked away because they were not ready to receive a love as real as yours. Real love is not always gentle in the beginning. Sometimes, real love exposes our fears. It shows us where we are unhealed. It reveals the parts of us we didn't want to face. And this person, when they saw you, they saw their own soul, their own truth, their own depth, their own longing, their own vulnerability. It frightened them. Not because of you, but because they were not prepared to feel that deeply. So they stepped back. They distracted themselves. They tried to live without you. They convinced themselves they were fine. But the heart does not lie. And the soul does not forget. And now, they are realizing something they could not understand before. You were not just a moment in their life. You were the shift in their life. You were the person who awakened the part of them capable of love, softness, emotion, truth. You are the person whose absence feels heavier than any pain they've known. They tried to silence the memory of you. But the memory has only grown louder. Because it is not a memory. It is a connection. And now, they are being guided back to you. Not by longing. Not by wishing. Not by loneliness. But by clarity. They now understand the difference. They did not just lose someone they cared for. They lost a soul that matched theirs. My beloved, listen. They are not returning the same. They are returning softened. Awakened. More aware. More open. More intentional. This time, there will be effort. There will be words spoken that were held back before. There will be honesty where there was hesitation. There will be action where there was silence. You will feel it. Not in grand gestures. Not in dramatic declarations. But in consistency. They will show up. They will reach out. They will stay present. They will try. They will choose you, not in confusion, but in certainty. Because they now understand. Love is not found twice. You were the alignment. You were the blessing. You were the quiet miracle they did not recognize in time. But time has done its work. Time has taught them. Time has humbled them. Time has prepared them. Now the timing is right. But beloved, when they return, do not rush. Do not cling. Do not brace. Do not test. Just be present. Receive them with the same calm you receive your blessing. Because the blessing and the person are connected. And now I must tell you how the return happens. It will not be predictable. It will not be scheduled. It will not be controlled. It happens when your energy is open, not watching. When your heart is peaceful, not afraid. When your spirit is resting, not searching. It happens in a moment that feels natural. A day like any other day. But suddenly, you feel it. A message. A call. A voice. A presence. A conversation. A truth spoken. And in that moment, your heart will know. This is the return. This is the blessing. This is the shift. And then, everything begins to unfold. Softly. Gently. Surely. Not rushed. Not forced. Aligned. My beloved. You will not have to question if it is real this time. Your spirit will know. Your peace will confirm it. Your soul will say, "This is what I prayed for. This is what I waited for. This is the moment my heart was preparing for. And now, you are ready to receive it." But I must reveal one more truth. A truth about why you were chosen for this blessing, and why it could only come now. If you are ready,